Life can be so bullshit at times. We might think that life is a fairy tale, but life is not a fairy tale, because sometimes there isn't a happily ever after or a reset button. Life is just that. It's suffering based on your past life karmas. If you believe in all that, like, if you have done great karmas in your past life, then the fruits that you reap in this lifetime will be the best fruits that you can imagine. But if you have reaped the worst of the worst, then accept that the fruits will be rotten on the inside, no matter how much you might want to believe otherwise. However, you still have to remain positive, but honestly, it's easier said than done. There are people suffering in the world who don't even have food or shelter, and they are living, if you can even call that living, on the streets. So try telling them, hey, you just gotta be positive. But that's bullshit advice. You know, that's advice that the media wants to sell you so that you forget about your misery and go buy and consume the pile of shit that they are trying to sell you, whether it be products or services. They know that if you're too miserable, you won't buy their nonsense. So they sell you this illusion and tell you to be positive. But have you ever wondered why don't they spend the advertising money helping the poor get off the streets instead? You know why? Because they know telling the poor on the streets to be positive is not going to help their profits. So they sell it to dumbasses who just say the same nonsense and try to repeat it, trying to seem as if they are so enlightened, but they are all nothing but sheep. And everybody is now thinking, oh, I'd rather be a goat. But you're only thinking that because the media put that thought in your head. And so trying to be the goat and following the crowd is nothing more than being a sheep. I'd rather be a wolf and win over loss forever, because greatest of all times they still lose a game or two, but a wolf, they eat sheeps and goats, and they see the path to true enlightenment, or at least they attempt their own theories instead of following the crowd. Now you might say, isn't that following the crowd too? Well, then I ask you, what is reality? And what is real then, if all your thoughts are just a product of your environment and external stimulus that puts all these ideas in your minds? Welcome to the Matrix.